I still got something to prove. Let's go. All I do, work like I still got something to prove.
Fix these 3 mistakes when doing pec deck flies. So the first mistake I see people do is having your seat way too high. What you want, so right now my seat is obviously way too high. I want my shoulder to be lined up with my elbow, to be lined up with my wrist. So I'm obviously too high, so I need to drop my seat down so that when I'm have my arm out, my arm should be in line. Mistake number 2 is not having the arm attachment at the right position so that you're getting full stretch, or the opposite, that you're overstretching and more prone to injury as you are done. So right now, my arms can go further than this. Like basically it starts right here. And if I want to get full stretch, if you watch, see how far your arms can go back, and that's generally where you want to start. And you also don't want it so far back that you're blowing out your shoulder when you're done with the set. So figure out a good range of motion that you're getting maximal stretch out of your shoulders and also not having to rip your shoulder joint out of place when getting done. Mistake number 3 is having too much bend in your elbow. Usually it's because people are going way too heavy and they're using their triceps to get involved. So I like to keep a soft elbow. They're not completely straight because it puts a lot of pressure on your elbow joints. So I have a slight bend in my elbow, and then that doesn't position. When I'm going too heavy, you're gonna start doing one of these. You don't want to have all the bend in your elbow because now I just don't really feel it in my chest anymore. It's kind of more in my shoulders. So slight bend in the elbow and then it comes straight out. The more you sweat, the better the workout. That is false. There are so many great exercises that most of the time I don't sweat. I'm actually not a sweater at all. So does that mean I'm not training hard? Does that mean I'm not burning calories if I'm not sweating? Get this out of your head. Sweat is water loss, not fat loss. It's not beads of fat coming out of your skin. It's just water. But guess what happens when you go and drink water? You're just replenishing the water that you lost, which is okay. It's a calories in, calories out. It's not about how much sweat is pouring out of you. That's not fat coming out of you. It's just water. All too often I see people go way too heavy on hip thrusts, where you're not even actually feeling it where you're supposed to be feeling it, which is in your glutes. You're using every other muscle. You're using quads and hamstrings and calves and abs and low back when you want to be focusing on your butt and hamstrings. So lighten up the load. Slow controlled reps, adding pauses at the top, time under tension is what's going to really build your muscle. So lighten it up, ladies, and let's build booties. Are you scared to do banded pull-ups? So let's get into how to do this safely. Although they are treacherous, things can happen. I'm going to show you the right way. To get into it, you're going to pull down. It's very hard. Like, I can't get my foot up there, so you're going to pull it down. And I like to keep only one foot in because then I can get out and you're not stuck in it. Then from there, you keep your one foot in and keep your feet together and you got an assisted pull-up. Boom. Then when you're done, when you want to get out, you have your free leg out and then simply slip your foot out safely. Don't be scared. You can do it. When doing dips, does it hurt your shoulders? Here's how to fix it. So if you're someone that feels a lot of tension in your front delts as you're doing dips, it's probably because your shoulders are shrugged up too high. A lot of times I see people and their starting positions here. See how my shoulders are really close to my ears? Here's a simple fix so that dips aren't painful anymore. So the first thing you want to do is get your ears as far away from your shoulders as you can. By doing this, you're just retracting your shoulder blades down. This way, as you come down, your shoulders have somewhere to go. When you have them this way, when you come down, they don't have anywhere to go, forcing a lot of tension on those connective tissues all around your shoulders. So, shrug those shoulder blades down and get your shoulders as far away from your ears as possible, and then your shoulders have somewhere to go. And you can do dips without pain. Do you have a bad back and back squats are just not possible for you? Here are 3 different exercises that can blow your legs up without putting a barbell on your back. One of the greatest machines that can blow your legs up, and you're still doing a squat but without loading up your back, is a belt squat. This is awesome because you're not spinal loading. It's all loaded back here. It's just loaded on your legs instead of versus your spine. I know most gyms don't have a belt squat. If you don't have a belt squat, goblet squat would be the next variation. Next up, we got the good old leg press. The weight's all the way over there. It's not even near me. So you can still build your legs doing a squat from a leg press. Yeah. I better be sore tomorrow. A lot of people think that soreness means good workout. That's not always the case. Especially for me, it's actually extremely rare that I get sore because, again, like I said at the beginning, I've been doing this for 20 years, 6 to 7 days a week for 20 years. So my muscles are very adapted to the things that I throw at. Now, when you try a new exercise, maybe you try a new split, sometimes you will be sore. It's because it's different. But just because you're not sore doesn't mean you're still not making gains. What are cheat reps and should you be doing them? Now, a cheat rep is anytime you're using momentum, you're bouncing, or you're swinging. Majority of your reps, if you're doing sets of 10, 8 of those should be nice, strict reps. Mind to muscle connection is the key. Those last 2, if you need to get them out, I'm okay with a little bit of cheating on the very end. Machines are so much safer than free weights. Not. Now, free weights are phenomenal. I'm not saying don't do machines. Machines have their place, they're great, but there are some times where machines, the way they're built, the way they're set up, it might not work for you biomechanically. For instance, a shoulder press. Maybe you have an impingement, it's in a fixed position, so what would I do is I would go to dumbbells because then you're able to move it in a pattern that feels a little bit better for you. The other great thing about dumbbells is it works on imbalances. Machines, because they're fixed, both arms are pressing the same thing. Now, if this arm dies before this arm, I have to stop. Both arms have to be going at the same time, so it helps to work on imbalances. That's the biggest thing when, you know, if someone comes in, it's like, oh, my right arm's bigger than my left. It's like, do more dumbbell work. Now, with free weights, yes, form is very important. So, not going too heavy and having really good form, free weights are probably the best thing, especially working on muscular imbalances.